Yeah, I'll tell you, Conference USA trying to follow the Mid-American Conference, my conference, by monopolizing these weekday games. Conference USA, I don't know. They haven't done as good a job making us excited as the MAC did. But the crux of this handicap, guys, and why you want to bet this game, both teams, UTEP and Louisiana Tech last week, scored a misleading number of points. UTEP got to a season-high 30 in an upset win over FIU. That was actually the Miners' first win of the season, but 13 of those 30 points, guys, came off 3 FIU turnovers. All 3 instances, UTEP did not have to drive more than 22 yards to get points. That includes a 10-yard touchdown drive. Previous to that game, UTEP had not scored more than 21 against any FBS opponent all season. 4 road games this season, and tonight they are on the road, okay? The Miners have not scored more than 17 points in any road game. So I think we're going to see some offensive regression from them. Don't like the offense at all. Louisiana Tech, they also happened to score 30 last week. But that game went to double overtime. They lost outright, by the way, as double-digit road favorites to the Bulldogs to New Mexico State. The score was 24-24 at the end of regulation. By the way, you can file this away. Prez, you talk about the information, just keeps flowing here. File this away. The Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, now not just 0-8 ATS, their last 8 tries as a road favorite. They're 0-8 straight up their last 8 games as a road favorite. So they stink in that role. And then prior to last week, similar to UTEP, La Tech had not scored more than 20, or had scored more than 24 in regulation only once against an FBS opponent. So given that I am not convinced either team exceeds 24 tonight, I think betting the under makes a lot of sense. Steve, Prez, the under's been taking money all morning for the record. So if you got down early this morning when I did the Power 5 and said to play under 50.5, you're feeling pretty good.
Real quick, this UTEP team was really bad. Obviously, they won that game last week. They benefited from a 4-2 turnover edge. But just in general, how do you handicap these weeknight games? Do you look at them differently than a Saturday game? Now that they're playing every Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess it's kind of a normal rotation at this point. But you mentioned that money coming in on the under. You know, that's something people do look at for the Thursday NFL game, is to play those unders on the short week.
Yeah, I mean, because it's their normal rest, I don't. It's not factoring too much for me. It's just more of a traditional look at these two teams. Both offenses just think. Also, by the way, I'll add this in: Louisiana Tech's defense. I would not have guessed this. They are top 20 in the country in yards per play allowed. So that's another, I think, key component of looking towards this under. It's more of a traditional handicap. If this game was being played Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Steve, I think I would be looking at the under no matter what.